Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live at All Seasons Arena. Gonna adjust my volume. It's kind of blasting me in the ear. We are here at All Seasons Arena. We are going to be taking on, I said we, Mankato West Scarlets will be taking on the Minnesota River Bulldogs. And JV played. They just finished up the game. I couldn't get here early enough to do both games, so we're here for the varsity game. JV skated to a 4-1 loss. Minnesota River had a empty netter at the end as they pulled their goalie. Scarlets pulled their goalie to kind of match things up, and then Minnesota River wound up with an empty netter. So 4-1 loss for the JV game, and we are set to go here shortly. I'm hitting the wrong button. We're going to try a couple different camera angles tonight. My volume is still screaming in my ear, so just give me a second while I adjust here. Check, 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 check. One more. Goodness. It won't get. Come on. Check, check, check. 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 There we go. All right, I think we're good. Check. Okay, I'm done. We're good. Zamboni's just finishing up. We're going to get things started here. We'll get the starting lineups up. We got a couple. I'll show you what we got going here for tonight's matchup. We're going to see what we do. Got just a couple home games left, so I know I'm late to the game, but we're going to try the goalie cam. Let's see if it's going to queue up for us. There it is. And then we'll get a zoom camera so we can see a little bit closer on some of the face-offs. And then, of course, we've got the regular camera to show us what we've got. So we'll see how this one goes tonight. So looking for a little feedback on how the goalie cam goes. I can only do one end, so this will be the offensive zone for the first period. It'll be the defensive zone for the second period, and then back on the offensive zone for the third period. So we'll see if you guys like it. In the meantime, we'll just go back to regular programming. I'm going to see if I can get you a little bit better sound quality for the starting lineup for the national anthem. You guys can slide this way if you want. You can come over. Yeah. If you want more room, just come on over. Oh, do we have a crew for you? Here's our flag crew. And our warm-up crew, we'll give them a look. And then here comes Minnesota River. You can see them warming up here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to go. We have Nate Fuller as our linesman. He's going to be dropping the puck for us for this game. So we'll see how things go, and we're off, and the game is underway. And into the zone, Grady Schmidt throws it in. Jacoby Tosh trying to back it up. Goes out to the point for Brooks Bockel. Brooks down low finds Dorzik. Dorzik trying to get it loose. And Minnesota River there to pick it up. They're going to try to break it out of the zone. Oh, big hit by Tosh. Dorzik with a shot. Pad save, goalie. Cox gets the rebound. Cox down low. Feeds it over. Dorzik behind the net. Dorzik trying to get around number 11. Tosh in the corner, drops it down for Bockel. Bockel tried to feed it back to Tosh. Dorzik with a shot through traffic. Puck's loose. Oh, Cox fanned on a rebound in the slot. And Minnesota River able to clear it all the way down. They go for a line change. Now, second line out. Keach, Ullman, and Enter trying to get the puck. And Bockel with it behind the net. Drops it near boards for Ullman. Minnesota River there to pick it up. Enter gets it loose, comes out. Minnesota River with it out to the point. Minnesota River blocked by, gosh, who was that? Bockel in the slot. Puck comes out. Enter racing down for it, trying to get to it, and screened away from the puck. Now Minnesota River coming the other way. Bulldogs with pressure and throw it in, and Schreiber's just going to hold that one, and we'll get a stoppage of play. We'll get a face off in the Scarlet end. So we're going to try the goalie cam. We'll see once the Scarlets get into the zone. We'll see if we can go between the cameras. It's a new look, so I'm not sure how well that's going to go, but just give it a look and see how we do. Now down low, Brelgy with it. Brelgy throws it around for Cox on the boards. Cox couldn't get to it. Minnesota River able to hold. Now ready on the near boards. Trying to reverse. Comes in for help. And Minnesota River putting pressure. A nice forecheck. Dorzik got a piece of it. Deflected out, but Tosh is able to pick it up. Tosh for Dorzik. Dorzik with a shot. Glove grab. Just like that. So we'll try. Let's see what this looks like. All right, so we're not going to get a good camera view of the. Well, maybe. Let's try it. We'll see how we do. Yeah, puck goes to the board. So come around. We'll see what that. No, too far out. So we'll keep that out. I'll try to do some of the zoom ins when it's applicable. Minnesota River looking for a breakaway. 14 hustling down. And Schmidt's going to get to it. He's going to tie up his man. Number 6 going in. Apparently number 6 is one that we need to watch. 7 with it. And Schmidt giving pressure. Enter trying to get it loose. Still tied up in the corner. Keach gets to it. Takes a big hit by number 6. There we go. Talking about number 6. Gives a big hit to Keach. And now Minnesota River looking for a breakout. Gets it to neutral ice. Enter. No. Ready. No. Rewitzer. I got to dial things in. Keach lost his stick. Picks it up. Goes for line change. Minnesota River looking for breakaway. Ullman gets a stick on it. Tries to get it deep. And Schreiber's forced to make a grab. And we've got Grassman, Starkey, and Hattlestead out there now. And Minnesota River coming the other way. Into the neutral zone. Throws it on. Schreiber sends it to the near corner. And Starkey gets it to neutral ice. Minnesota River there to pick it up. Bulldogs looking to gain the zone. Starkey. Now, Paddlestead, 22, skates into the zone. Shot deflected by Reddy. 22 still with the puck. Out to the point. Down low. And that was a body slam on Rewitzer. On number 22, one of their bigger players. And goalie had it. It looked like he was going to hold it and then dropped it for his own players. And now, couldn't find the puck. And Minnesota River into the zone. Another shot on net. So a lot of shots from the neutral zone on net, which counts as a shot. And now Cox getting in the... Oh, good interception by Tosh in the slot. Feeds it to Cox. Now Brody through neutral ice. Gets it into the zone. Avoids a hit by 3. And now in the far zone, Dorzik putting pressure. Dorzik gets hit by 3. 14 still in there. Dorzik still trying to find the puck. And comes down for Tosh. Tosh trying to get to it. Flashed at by 3. Dorzik gives him a hit, but out to Schmidt. Schmidt with a deflection off of Tosh. Tosh gives 3 a jab. And Minnesota River, the neutral ice at 6, backs up. Gives Brody a hit and then a punch on the way by. Was 6 definitely a little aggressive on his play, but we'll see how they do. Now, Schmidt with it. Schmidt over to Backel. Backel looking for an angle. Finds Keach. Keach tried to feed it over. Allman with a little spin move gets it into the zone. They let the 2 guys take themselves out of the play. And shot saved by the goalie. And Minnesota River's going to ice it all the way down. That should be, we should have somewhere around 5-3 on shots. 5-5 is what I have. We'll see how that stands up when we get to the intermission. So Minnesota River, a little aggressive along the boards. We'll see how the Scarlets respond. Reddy at the point, holds. Minnesota River able to get it to neutral ice. Reddy and number 5 exchange blows. And now Relgi and number 18 exchange blows. Nope, that's 13, sorry. Out to the point, 22 holds, takes it down to the dot, shot into the slot. Reddy was there to block. Number 11 fans on a shot from the top of the circle. Another shot, Schreiber there. Now Minnesota River again. Big hit by Reddy. Puck comes out. Allman trying to get to it. 11 doing a good job of interrupting. And Allman finally tried to get it out. 22 holds. That allows Brelgi to pick it up. Brelgi down low, hits Fuller, the ref. Hits Fuller again. That's a high stick, so Brelgi can't touch it. They're going to whistle that one dead as a high stick. So referees we've got out there, we've got Headley, and we've got Swafford, and we've got Fuller. If you know any of those guys, like I do, we got a pretty good crew here tonight. So it should be a pretty well-called game. Let's hope that's the case. I didn't just blow smoke on that, but three solid refs. So Schreiber with a grab with his glove. Let's say Minnesota River has more shots on goal. They're not great shots, but they're shots nonetheless. Carlos trying to get it out. Nice block by Cox. Deflection goes up into the slot. And in the zone comes Tosh trying to get turned around number 13. 13 says no. Tosh picks up along the boards. Tried to feed it to Cox. And good move by 14 to get it to his line mate number 6. 6 trying to get around Backel and does. And the rebound comes out to the slot. Schreiber has to make a save. Good look by Minnesota River on that one. Bulldogs out shooting the Scarlets so far this first period. Brody Cox giving a good hit to number 22 in neutral ice. And now Schmidt trying to get through and does into the zone, leaves it for Allman, but behind him, so Allman has to scramble. Gets it to Keach. Keach with a shot through traffic, blocked. Allman with the rebound, spin shot, pad save. Schmidt on the rebound, gets it down low. Allman races to it, trying to feed it to the slot, intercepted. along the near boards. Rewitzer gets it. Puck comes out. Minnesota River with it. Number 7 is going to throw it down. Ready there to pick it up. Ready gets around one. A little bit of a hook. No call. Ready into the zone. It's got Allman behind him. He's going to go low with it. Ready still with it. Trying to get turned. He's got 2 guys all over him. Throws it down. Another big hit on Keach. Oh, good save. Great hustle by Enter to keep that in. Another great hustle by Enter. Allman with it. Trying to get turned to get a shot off and can't. Still battling for it. Rewitzer gets in there into the action, holds it. Allman steals it, can't get it all the way. Rewitzer holds, comes out to Cox. Nope, that was Keach. Sorry, Keach off the boards. Ready holds at the blue line. Stood up by 8 and into neutral ice. Keach throws it in. And Minnesota River gets it into the zone. Rewitzer tried to reverse. Hattelstead picks it up behind the net. Hattelstead to Starkey. Starkey around 1, can't get around the second. Minnesota River picks it up. Looks like Minnesota River playing, looks like one line pretty heavy, second line a little bit, and their defense, they're playing heavy on one line. The 22 spent a lot of time out there. And that's stoppage of play with 8:01 to go. Shots on goal, I'm not going to be able to keep track of all of that, but I would say it feels like Minnesota River's got more shots on net so far. All right, let's try a zoom on this face-off, see what we can do. Number 6 gets it in the zone, slides it through the slot. Nobody there. Well, 14 was there, but he couldn't find the puck. Nice pass. And that's going to be an icing call. Jacoby touched it up, but he was short of the center line, so that'll be an icing call. We'll take it back into the Scarlet End, where Nate Fuller will drop the puck for us on the near dot. Pad save, Schreiber. And now Dorzik with it. Dorzik bodied off the puck, but he gets it to Tosh. Tosh feeds it over. That's going to be a delayed penalty. And they're going to send somebody into the box. Let's see who they send. Probably number 6. Nope. Number 14 is going to go. So let me reset my clock at 32, and we'll put 14 in the box, and that will be a Scarlet power play. Tosh with a shot deflected by 13. And now Schmidt with a look. Schmidt, oh, just missed wide to the right. Now Tosh on the far side to Schmidt, near side. Schmidt down low. Schmidt with a shot right to the glove of number 6. 6 clears all the way down, and Schreiber will hold for Tosh. Tosh will pick it up. Let's try the Cameron. Oh, that's a good look. Shot goes wide. Out to Schmidt. Schmidt. And that's going to come out. Schreiber with the stretch pass. Feeds it to Allman. Allman picks it up. Neutral ice. Allman trying to get around 13 and does. Gets it into the zone. Cox is going to pick it up behind the net. Big hit in the corner. And 6 coming down. Schreiber's going to play it. Schreiber's going to leave it for Ready. Ready. 30 seconds left in the power play. Ready. Feeds it into the zone to himself. Feeds it out to the point for Brelji. Brelji trying to get it turned. It goes out. Allman has to pick it up in neutral ice. Allman's going to skate it back. 15 seconds left. 6, giving chase. Allman trying to get speed. Avoids a hit. Gets it into the zone. Allman trying to get to it. It's passed. And now Enter trying to get it loose from 19. Keach there too. Bucks tied up in the corner. Penalty over. Bulldogs back to full strength. Ready trails the guy out of the box. 13 into the neutral zone. Throws it in. He was off, so they have to check up. He's still off. He touched the puck. Blow the whistle. Thank you. So we're going to go right in front of us. We'll take a little zoom in and check a look at the drop. And now Schmidt with it. Schmidt to the center line, trying to feed it to Hattelstead. I think Hattelstead is off. Yep, he was off. So we're going to go neutral ice with 5:08. Now Starkey putting pressure. Starkey gets a stick on it. It allows Schmidt to get a shot off. Goes wide to the left. Hattelstead in the corner trying to pick it up. There's the other side. Starkey there. Schmidt on a pinch picks it up. Grassman drops back to cover Schmidt. Was shot from point blank range by Starkey and a good goalie save. And Minnesota River able to clear it into the zone. 16 goes after it down low. Shot off angle, but Schreiber's there to break it up. And touched up by 13, so no ice. Hattelstead picks it up behind the net, poked away. Oh, good hit by Bockel in the corner. Hattelstead ties it up, trying to get Bockel in there. Out to the point. Now, Tosh over to Cox. And Pat save by the goalie. Good look. So we'll zoom in and see if we can get a good look. Shot goes wide. Minnesota River able to clear. 19 gets turned to neutral ice. Taken out of the play by Rewitzer. And number 9 able to hold. Dorzik bodies him off the puck. Allows Cox to come in with the puck. Cox feeds it to Reddy. Reddy into the zone. Reddy bodied off, but gets it to Cox. Brody behind the net. Still with it. Feeds it down low for Tosh. Tosh gets turned. Still with it. Out to the point for Rewitzer. Rewitzer down low for Cox. Cox gets turned. Backhander. Rebound. 2 good saves by the goalie. Tosh needed a little bit more lift on that puck. Reddy with a good hold. Feeds it over to Rewitzer. Rewitzer with a shot through traffic. Goes wide left. Tosh picks up the rebound. Tosh gets turned. From the top. Hop top of the circle. Deflected. Goes wide to the left. Big hit. Number 6 on Reddy. Reddy takes it. Dorzik trying to get turned. Minnesota River there. Oh, he had Brody. Brody couldn't find the puck. Hit it with a skate, but couldn't get a stick on it, and that puck's going to come out to neutral ice. Rewitzer throws it in. The boys go for a line change. Minnesota River. And Allman putting pressure on the far boards. Number 6 with it. Gives a hit on his way by. Takes Enter down. And now Allman trying to get it loose. Gets it to Bockel. Bockel. He's got Enter with him. Get over. Shot. Bad save. And still loose. And Minnesota River, a lot of hits, but they're leaving a lot of pucks loose, and that's going to be, I forgot to start the clock. So I'll tell you what, let's go to 2:17, and we'll get a draw in the Bulldog end. Shot on net, I'll fix between periods. So let's zoom in and see what we can see. Welcome back, Jill. Glad to see you. Tuned in. And number 17 off to the races with Schmidt. Grady's going to get to it, ties it up, pivots around, and gets the puck. Feeds it over to Starkey along the board. Starkey gets bodied off the puck. Bockel there to pick it up in the slot. Feeds it to Schmidt. Grady on a pivot. Gets it to Grassman, but comes in offside. So 1:55 left, first period. Still scoreless. All right, let's see how zoomed in we can be on this puck draw. Like Dorzik on it. Going to come out to neutral ice. Reddy's going to pick it up. And looks like we got a delayed penalty. Tosh tried to get turned, and Minnesota River. Tosh tripped on the way through. So with 1:45 left, Minnesota River number 6, one of the captains, goes in the box. Not very happy, talking with the ref. Referee comes in and tells him to watch his mouth. So we're going to put number 6 in the box for 2 minutes. All right, let's zoom it in. We'll see if we can get a hockey. We'll get the goalie cam going on this one too. Let's see if we can. Bockel with it. Down low. Schmidt out to Tosh up top. Tosh looking for an angle. Down low. For Bockel. Bockel gets turned. Back out to Tosh. Tosh from the center. Oh, just wide. That's going to be cleared all the way down. Tosh with it. Dorzik. And Minnesota River able to clear. Driver holds. Going to pass it over to Tosh. 37 seconds left. First period. To Dorzik. Dorzik now in neutral ice. Dorzik's got space. He's going to take it into the zone. Reddy kicks it to himself. Out to Schmidt at the point. Schmidt over the other side, trying to find Tosh. And it's a glove grab by the goalie with 16 seconds left. And we get a line change. Out comes enter Allman and Keach along with Reddy and Schmidt. With 16 seconds left, first period, still scoreless. Scarlet's on a power play. Out to the point for Reddy. Reddy down for Allman. Allman from the top of the circle. Deflected high. Schmidt puts it down. It's going to go to the far boards. 4 seconds. Shot off the post and up into the netting for stoppage of play with 1.6 seconds left. We'll call it 2 seconds. Let's zoom this baby in. Let's see what we can see. And that'll take us to intermission. So after one, well, I was off a bit. Minnesota River was 6 and the Scarlets with 9. I'm not sure what he's watching. I saw something different, but we'll keep the official tally going. So they're gonna, number 6, having a conversation with the referees about what that call was. Number 6, pretty aggressive first period, and maybe you'll get a little insight as to what the referees are going to call based on what the physicality is there. So we'll have 15 seconds left on the power play on number 6. So Benjamin, what do you think?
It's good. It's good.
Give a wave, Benjamin. Give a wave. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. All right, so we're going to take a little intermission here. We'll be back here in about 13 minutes. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We've got clean sheet of ice. We got 17 minutes on the clock. We have 15 seconds on the power play for the Scarlets. And I'll just throw it out there. A little outward play. Get rid of that. We'll see if we can get these guys zoomed in for when they come down these stairs. Could be momentarily, but kind of waiting on the referees to come out. Hey. So thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we've got a couple of minutes. We'll talk about what we've got coming up. Scarlets play tonight. This is a Monday, and then they won't play again until Saturday, 1 o'clock. We'll be hosting the Blake School here at 1 p.m. on Saturday. And the next week will be Tuesday in Owatonna. I will not be broadcasting that, as Owatonna Live will be broadcasting. So I put a link. Well, I put the website on the screen for that broadcast. So take a look at that. And then after that, on Thursday, oh goodness, let me double check. Now I say that and I can't remember what I had. So Blake will be Saturday, Owatonna's Tuesday, and then Apple Valley, Burnsville on the road on Thursday, and then we finish things up in the regular season on Saturday with Roseville. That's on the road as well. So I'll be broadcasting those last two games on the road, but on Saturday will be our last home game before the postseason starts, and we'll give you the details of what that postseason play will look like once we get a little closer to the playoff schedule. We won't know that until after the regular season concludes. Then they'll do a section seeding, and then we'll see who we play, what our seeding is, and what that may look like. So hopefully we'll get a high seed. If we get the number 1 seed, we'll get a bye, and then we'll have home ice. If we get a number 2 seed, we won't have a bye. We'll play in the first round, but then we should have home ice from there. So we'll just kind of play things out as they get closer, and we'll let you know what that looks like. All right, to get the second period started, looks like we're going to have Keaton Dorzik on the face-off. He's got Brody Cox and Jacoby Tosh on the wings with him. He's got Brooks Bockel. Actually, looks like Brooks Bockel playing wing and Tosh playing defenseman. We'll see if they're mixing things up a little bit. Oh, we're on the power play. That's where that plays out. So Tosh plays one of the wingers. We got a late penalty there. So looks like we're going to be for 2 seconds a 5-on-3 at 16:47. So tripping call is going to put number 3 in the box, looks like. So let's see if the Scarlets can capitalize on an odd man advantage here with a Scarlet power play. Here we go. Tosh down low with it. Tosh. Out to the top. Schmidt through traffic. Shot goes over the glass. Deflection comes out. And number 6 able to throw it to neutral ice. And Dorzik trying to get turned. 6 all over him. Gets him sideways. And then Tosh throws it all the way around the boards. Cox trying to get to it. 13 intercepting. And putting pressure. And now Dorzik with a shot. Goes through the crease. Nobody there. Tosh tries to get it down low to Dorzik. Dorzik along the far boards in the corner. And out and couldn't hold was Tosh, goes all the way down. Schreiber is going to hold that up for Schmidt. Schmidt with it now. Minute 14. Brady into the zone. Looking for somebody. Still with it. Down low on the far side. Throws it down for Dorzik. Dorzik couldn't find it. Goes to Bockel. Bockel up top. Tosh shot. Bad save. Dorzik with the rebound, and goalie's going to cover that one up with 15:41 and 55 seconds left on the power play for the Scarlets. So we'll have, looks like, Enter on the draw with Keach and Allman on the wings. Nope, Keach taking the draw. Let's zoom. And Bulldogs able to clear into the Scarlet end. Now Schmidt with it. Brady's going to leave it for Reddy. Reddy's going to bring it up. Got number 5 putting pressure. Gets it to the center line, dumps it in deep. Enter going after it. Enter gets to it. Feeds it to Allman. Allman along the boards. Can't get it loose, and that's going to go all the way down. And Minnesota River able to clear. Good penalty kill for Minnesota River. I think they might have some experience on a penalty kill, given the aggressiveness of the first period. Oh, Schmidt through into the slot and a shot and a Grady Schmidt end to end finds the back of the net to give the Scarlets a goal and the lead. Grady Schmidt unassisted. Gives the Scarlets a power play goal and a 1-goal lead with 14:51 left in the second period. St. Peter having a lot of conversations with the officiating crew. I don't know if they're making dinner plans or if they're contesting the play, but it is a goal and it's going to stand. And the Scarlets with a 1-goal lead. Dorzik on the draw. Fuller drops it, and the Bulldogs get it into the Scarlet end. Ready. Ties his man up, stands his man up, drops his man, which happened to be number 6. And now off the boards, number 6 intercepts. Poked away by Dorzik, allows Tosh, and Tosh taken down from behind by number 6. And back into the Scarlet end. Ready with 14. Ready drops it along the boards. Feed through. 6 picks it up on the dot. Can't get a shot off. 14 with a deflection with a shot. Deflected. And now Brelge. Oh, Allman with the assist and Reddy with the assist. Backel keeps it into the neutral zone. Bulldogs looking to get it turned. That's going to be a trip. And Henley's going to call that a trip on, I think that's going to be Reddy. It's going to go in. Yeah, so let me reset my clock. And then Reddy is going to go in for 2 minutes on a tripping call. So Scarlets will go on their first penalty kill of the night. 13:45 left in the second period. And let's zoom this baby in and see what we can come up with. And Minnesota River up top, 22, looking for a shot, top of the circle. Shot deflected wide. Minnesota River trying to get out of their own way and allows Keach to get it loose. Keach throws it in. Allman trying to go after it. Gets around 6, trying to get around number 22. Finds it. 6 trying to body him off the puck. Oh, Keach was going to do a pinch and decided to back out of the zone. Now 7 into the zone. Yeah, I think 6 was offside. No call. Schmidt all over 6. Allows Keach in. And now Backel's going to get to it. Throws it around. Gets loose. Go, Isaac. Go faster. Go faster. Must go faster. Allman trying to get it loose. I think he might need a line change. Stick goes flying. He's still battling for it. Well, I'll give him kudos for battling for the puck. 22 takes him down. Allman just goes to the bench for a line change. Stick still loose behind the net. Dorzak comes off the bench and is now on the kill. 35 seconds left on the kill. Minnesota River looking for a shot. Goes deflected up into the netting. And that'll get us a stoppage of play with 12:16 left. And 31 seconds left on the ready penalty. Allman retrieves his stick from behind the net. I think the refs are supposed to do that for him, but kudos for him to get his stick so he can get another shift. That one was out of the zone, but linesman not in the spot where he could see it, Nate Fuller. And a good grab by Schreiber. Of course, I didn't start my clock, so we're at 12:03. With 19 seconds left on the penalty. Shot down low. Good for an angle shot. Shot, pad save, Schreiber. And deflected and sent out of the zone all the way down. And number 19 is going to pick it up. Scarlett's back to full strength. Cox comes off the bench for the even strength man. Now Dorzak feeds it over, tried to find Tosh. That's going to be, should have been a high stick, no call. Puck goes into the Bulldog zone. They're going to send it out into neutral ice. Dorzak battling for it. And now Tosh battling for it. Number 9 with a shot deflected. And Schreiber sends it wide. Backel there on that deflection. Dorzak into neutral ice. Trying to get around 1. Feeds it to Cox. Brody. Oh, he had Tosh coming in. Tosh couldn't find it. Good look, though. And Rewitzer. And that's going to be an ice. He's going to say tip, no ice. Schreiber is forced to play it along the boards. Number 8 gets there, feeds it in. Number 21 picks it up on the dot. Oh, good little dish. Ready with it now. Jaden Ready into the zone. He's got 3 to beat. Puts the brakes on. Feeds it over just out of the reach of enter, coming into the slot. And shot from Rewitzer. Blocked. Allman throws it down low. Trying to find enter. Enter can't get it, and Rewitzer can't hold, so it comes out to neutral ice. Rewitzer with it. Feeds it over. Ready, throws it in. Keach and Allman on the forecheck. Can't get to it, but Ready holds. Throws it down. Allman in the slot, can't get to it. Allman battle for it. Taken down, no call. Rewitzer trying to hold at the line. Does. Feeds it over to the slot. Minnesota River there. Number 6 tied up with Reddy. Not sure what they're going to do with that, but Reddy and number 6 tied each other up neutral ice. They're going to say no foul, so we'll go back into the Bulldog zone for a puck drop with 10:07. I'm not even trying shots on goal. We'll just adjust between periods. So Hadelstedt on the draw. He's got Starkey and Grassman with him. Bockel and Schmidt on D. Puck comes out. Starkey gets it neutral ice, throws it in. Boys check up. They're onside. And Minnesota River trying to clear. Starkey putting pressure. Now Bockel and Schmidt on D. Into the zone. Grassman with a great move to loose the puck. And 14 loses an edge. Oh, Grassman just gets onside. And Starkey gets in front of the release pass. Puck still in the zone. Finally, Minnesota River gets it to neutral ice. Now Bockel in the far corner in the scarlet end. Tied up. Bodies going flying everywhere. No penalties called. And that's going to come out of the zone. Number 10 comes out with it. Adelstead giving chase. Puck gets into the zone, goes down deep. Schreiber there. Schreiber's going to play it along the boards for Grassman. Grassman trying to feed it to Bockel. Bockel gets it. Bockel trying to get it loose. Gets it to Hadelstead. Hadelstead gets it to neutral ice. Now Minnesota River with it. Gets around Grassman as he's going for a line change. Bulldogs into the zone. Shot goes wide. Deflected. And now Schmidt with it. Grady's got space to skate. He's got to get around 13. Shot. Stick save. Out to the slot. Oh. Nobody there. Number 9 into the zone. It's a 2-on-2. Dorzik poking away. Still tied up. Dorzik battling now. Gets it loose. Gets it to Cox. Brody feeds it over to Tosh. Tosh. 22 putting pressure. Dorzik with a stick on it. Tosh picks it up at neutral ice into the zone. Tosh trying to get around 2. Got Reddy at the point. Reddy. Shot. Deflected. Cox looking for a redirect. Bockel tried to hold. He can't. Out to 2-on-1. Coming the other way. Sticks in 17. Reddy. Breaks it up. 7 in the slot. Shot. Can't get anything on it. Breaks his stick. That's why he didn't get anything on it. Broke his stick in the slot. And now Minnesota River back with it. Keach coming off the zone, off the bench with a flurry. Gets into the play. Schreiber waits for 36 to bite, and then Keach with a big hit. Keach might be slow getting to the bench after that hit. He was hit hard on the boards. And Minnesota River now coming in. Gets it around Bockel. Schreiber holds, throws it behind the net. Bockel there. Feeds it to Ullman. Ullman off the boards into neutral ice. Starkey on the loose. Shot goes wide to the right. Enter. There. Gets it down low. Starkey trying to find it. Starkey around 1, around 2. Still with it in the corner. Can't get it. And cleared. Number 13 trying to get around Bockel. And throws it through the slot. Nobody home. Allows Enner to get to it. Enner to Schmidt. Schmidt. Shot. Blocker save. Schmidt picks up the rebound. Tries to reverse. Gets Ullman. Ullman looking for a shot. Deflected over the net. Ullman trying to find the rebound. Can't. Tied up by number 9. No call. That could have been a hold. Could have been a hook. And now Minnesota River. He's offside. There we go. Good call. He was offside. Minnesota River not happy about the call, but he clearly was not straddling the line. That'll be an offside call with 6:25 to go in the second period. All right, Dorzik on the draw. Minnesota River gets it into the zone. Schreiber holds. Throws it around the boards for Tosh. Tosh trying to feed it to Dorzik coming through. And Minnesota River's number 22 holds, but out to neutral ice. Dorzik into the zone. 6. Bodies him off the puck. 6 with it. Feeds it to 22. Ready, trying to find the puck. Can't. Puck's going to go all the way around. Oh, big hit. Rewitzer, a double whammy by number 6 and 14, but gets that puck into the zone. Backhander goes wide left. Around the boards. Ready there. From the point. Shot. Wide to the left. Dorzik down behind the net. Trying to get it loose. Cox battling for it in the far corner. Out to the point. Ready to Rewitzer. Rewitzer with a shot. Deflected. Cox gets it. And puck's there. Puck's still loose. And a quick whistle calls it dead puck. And so we'll get a draw in the Bulldog end. Keach passed through the slot. Now Keach battling for it still. Shot right there on the edge. Ullman trying to get it turned. Ullman with an awkward shot, but on net, goalie makes a save. Deflected high into the zone, into neutral ice. Schmidt gloves it, throws it back into the Bulldog zone. Bulldogs trying to get it loose. Keach with a nice poke, keep it in. Ullman avoids a big hit by number 3, gets it deep, and Bulldogs throw it around the boards. Out to neutral ice. Bockel feeds it to Ullman. Ullman gets it deep, and they're going to call, apparently they're calling icing on that. I thought Ullman touched that, but the refs are going to say no, so it's going to be an icing that we'll take into the Scarlet end for a draw. Dorzik on the draw. He's got Cox and Tosh with him. They're saying off. Tosh with it, neutral ice, trying to get turned. Gets around 5 into the zone. Around 11. God, he had Bockel coming in. The puck is, the net's off. And the goalie just pushed the net way off. The net, in fairness, the Scarlet bench just went absolutely ballistic because the goalie pushed the net off. But in fairness, the net was off. So I think the goalie was just showing the refs that the net was off. But the bench did not like that move whatsoever. I don't blame him, but in fairness, if I were the goalie, that's probably what I would have done as well. Let's just play that whistle dead so that we can get the net reset. Out to the point. Shot. Pad save. Goalie gloves it and is going to hold it with 4:24 left. Second period. All right, let's zoom this baby in. That's going to go all the way down. And no ice. Schmidt has to play it around for Starkey. Starkey at the point. Feeds it to Grassman. Hits him on the stick. Grassman puts the brakes on. Looking for a shot. And poked away. Can't get a shot off. Good defensive play by number 17. And beautiful pass. Grassman in the slot. Shot! Oh, just over the net. But the rebound from Bockel just misses. And that puck's going to come out. Schmidt's going to pick it up. Schmidt to Hattelstead. Hattelstead goes up into the atmosphere and out of play. So 3:45, we'll get a puck draw. Should be probably a neutral ice. Oh, good interception by Schmidt. Or that's Tosh, sorry. Jacoby looking for an angle. Jacoby. Oh, look, good look. Oh, Dorzik had the puck but couldn't get a clean shot off. Goes out to the point. That's out. Oh, Fuller. That one was out. I could see it from here, but Called it in. Oh, that one's out now. Now Brelji plays it. Dorzik throws it in. 7 gives him a shove. Dorzik gives him a shove back. Now, Bulldogs trying to clear. It's a pass Brelji all the way down. 7 off to the races. He's not going to quite get there, so that'll be an icing call. We'll take it back into the Bulldog end for a face-off. We're at 3:01. Let me reset my clock. Now enter on the draw. He's got Allman and Keach with him. He's got Schmidt and Bockel on D. Driver in net. Minnesota River wins it. Throws it around the glass and out to neutral ice. It's going to go all the way down. That'll be an icing call. We'll try that draw again with 2:54 to go. Second period. Scarlets up 1-0 on a power play goal. Brady Schmidt with the goal, power play goal to get the scoring started. And the assists go to Allman, and I want to say it was Ready. Shot into the slot. Schmidt with a shot. And that's a goal. That is a Scarlet goal. I didn't see who scored. It looks like Grady Schmidt, second goal of the night. Grady Schmidt. He's got Keach and Allman following him. We'll see who they get the assist to. I gotta stop my clock. We're at 2:45, folks. Keach gets the assist on that one. Allman and number 3 exchanging pleasantries on their way back to the face-off circle. Allman's still jawing with him. They're still talking, and Allman's going to go for a line change, and 3 will stay out there. I'm sure they'll continue that conversation later on. Gosh darn clock, we're at 2:29. And through neutral ice, that's going to be offside. That was offside. My goodness, that totally was offside. You know, apparently they're going to call that a goal, but that was offside on a Jacoby Tosh goal to make it 3-0. But you guys can play that one back. Pretty sure he was offside on that one, but that is a Jacoby Tosh Scarlet goal. To make it 3-0, 2:16 left, second period. Keaton Dorzik on the draw. He's got Cox and Tosh on his wings, and Rewitzer and Reddy on D. Dorzik and Schmidt on the assists to the Tosh goal. Dorzik feeds it over to Reddy, takes a hit by number 6. 14 pokes it away, keeps it in the zone. 14 trying to get a shot off. That's going to be a delayed penalty on Reddy. Reddy's going to go to the box with 1:34 left. And the Scarlets will go on a penalty kill. Or they're going to send, I'm pretty sure that was Reddy. Yep, Jaden's going to go on a hook call. So Scarlets will go back in the box, and we'll go on the penalty kill. Out there on the kill is going to be Keach, Allman, Bockel, and Schmidt, along with Schreiber in net. Allman clears down. Stretch pass deflected by Allman, but Bulldogs able to gain the zone. And Aaron pass goes wide. Allman picks it up. He's got one to beat, trying to get around 13 and can't. He's going to tie it up, but take it down. It allows the Bulldogs back into the zone. And they're going to call offside on that. Thanks for tuning in, Sharon, all the way out in Arizona. I hope it's warm there. It's actually it's balmy here. It's about 15 degrees, so we'll take it. I think the referees are talking about whether or not that was in or out of the zone. Fuller says it was out, so we're going to get a neutralized draw with 57 seconds left. And Minnesota River back with possession. Allman trying to get in front of the puck. And Keach gets in front of it. A little bit of a hook, no call. Keach throws it deep. And Minnesota River regroups and looking to gain the zone. Keach giving chase. 7 through the zone. Looking for a shot. Can't get one off. Holds the puck. 6 down low with it. Reverses. Gets loose. Looking for a shot. Oh! And 2 great saves by Schreiber. And a great, looks like Schmidt with a great save. Threw his body in front of the shot. And great saves by Schreiber and Schmidt on that. Keep that puck out of the back of the net. 23 seconds left. 49 seconds left on the ready penalty. Let's zoom on in and see what we can see. Puck's loose. Looking for a shot. That's cleared all the way out and all the way down. Bockel racing down to get to the puck. Almost did. Minnesota River able to clear into neutral ice. And then Tosh picks it up. Broken up by Minnesota River's number 7. Tosh on a back check. Breaks it up again. And that'll take us to the end of the second period. After 2, we are at 3-0. Scarlets with the lead. We'll update the scores here, the shots on goal shortly here when they announce. And then we're going to have a little chuck-a-buck. So there's our shots on goal. And then we'll have ourselves our chuck-a-puck as soon as the ice is cleared. And then I'm going to go help with chuck-a-puck. So we'll see you back here in about 15 minutes. We'll grab a drink, grab a snack, pet your dog, let your cat out, feed your goldfish. We'll see you back here in about 15 minutes.
dramatic one.
All right, sorry folks, we got delayed at the concession stand, so we're back. We're live. We're into the third period. Scores 3-0. Jaden Reddy got a 10-minute misconduct. That was the big delay at the end of the period where the referees were out there for, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes talking to the Charlotte coaches. Apparently, Jaden Reddy was told to get off the ice, and then he delayed getting off the ice. And in his delay, wound up getting himself a 10-minute misconduct. So Jaden's going to be sitting for a while. They didn't give him a 2 and a 10. They just gave him a 10. So he already had the penalty from the end of the second period, but they're going to give him, they're going to tack on a 10 minutes. So Jaden will sit for the next, I don't know, well, until 5 minutes left in the period, probably. So we got to get down to 15:24. And another couple shots on net for Minnesota River. And Scarlett's able to clear into the neutral zone. Now Tosh into the zone. Tosh. And good pressure by Tosh and Dorzik. Bockel able to hold. Takes a hit by 19 at the point. Now Dorzik getting it turned. Keep it in the zone. Out to the point for Bockel. Over to the far side. And Brelty block shot by number 18, 19. I can't see. Yep, number 19. Bockel had a good look. Or, no, I'm sorry. Brelty had a good look from Bockel. Now, Brelty with another look. Blocked. And Scarlett's doing a good job of holding the zone. And Tosh, the shot blocked by number 9, gets the rebound. Shot on net. And Cox. And that's going to be a penalty on number 3. He's going to go in the penalty box. At 14:28, we're going to send number 3 in. Cox was in the kind of straddling the crease. And number 3 came in and knocked him over into the crease. And they're going to give him a 2 minutes. So that is going to be a Scarlet power play. Brought to you by Brody Cox. And with a beautiful little give and go by Buckle. Grady Schmidt with a hat trick. That is a Scarlet goal. And that is a hat trick for Grady Schmidt. Allman with a little bit of a toe drag, pulls number 6 out of the circle with his stick. Rewitzer throws it in 14 and 7, collide in neutral ice, trying to give hits. And a good hold by Schmidt. Bachl with the assist on the Schmidt goal. Allman on the forecheck. Was a power play goal. Rewitzer going a little slow to the bench. Rewitzer, I don't know if he got hit, but he was slow getting to the bench. Hopefully he's okay. Now Bachl with it. Bachl. Oh no, sorry, that's Enter. Enter just got lit up by number 6 in neutral ice. Hit him back. Oh, and number 6 hits him again and knocks him down. That's 2 hits by number 6. Number 6 goes to the bench with a big smile on his face after 2 big hits on Ricky. Gotta reset my clock here. We're at 3:14. Now Hattelstead on the draw, wins it back to Brelji. Brelji over to Bachl. Bachl looking for a release. Reverses around 21 to the boards. Funny hit off the boards. And Minnesota River able to hold the zone. Now Brelji with it. Brelji still battling near boards. Minnesota River trying to get it. Now Starkey with it. Starkey gets it to the blue line. Hattelstead picks it up. Oh, sorry, that was Grassman. Poked away from Hattelstead. Hattelstead battled back for it. Hattelstead gets it down for Starkey. Starkey with it now. Toe drag away. And a shot. That goes in. That's a beautiful third shift goal. Just scrappy to find the back of the net. And that is Dane Hattelstead with the goal. I think that's from Starkey. Beautiful, scrappy little goal. The boys just kept battling. Minnesota River trying to clear the puck, couldn't, and they just battled and found the back of the net. Well done on you boys. And that is a Scarlet goal. Scarlet goal. Scarlet goal. All right, I'll be done. Beautiful. Grassman and Starkey both get the assist to their lines mate. And Dane Hattelstead with his fourth goal of the season makes the 5-0 in favor of the Scarlets. Brody Cox with a big hit on number 34. Number 9 comes over to try to return the hit. Oh, Allman couldn't get the toe drag on the net. And now Dorzik battling for it. And good hold. Couple good pokes by Schmidt. And it's a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Good back check by Schmidt to tie him up. And Allman in the center ice. Into the zone. Tries to get around one. Tries to feed it over to Keach. Toes drag. Denied. And out to neutral ice. Thrown back in by Keach. Allman picks it up. Can't get the puck. Still loose. Minnesota River trying to get it loose. Enter all over him. Enter taken down by number 22. No call. Keach now battling in the corner. Allman in there, and they're going to call a penalty on somebody on a hook. So who's going? Sending somebody. Who's he sending? It's like Ricky's going. 10:47 enters going in the box. So Scarlets go on the penalty kill. Ricky enter on a hooking call. And a penalty kill unit out. Tosh giving chase to number 22. Dorzik pokes it away and throws it deep. Tosh goes on the forecheck. Jacoby trying to get to it. 22 there. 22 bodies Jacoby off the puck. Number 7 with it. Dorzik bodying him off the puck. Number 8 with it now. Poked away by Schmidt. Grady feeds it to Tosh. Jacoby into the zone. Got one to beat. Toe drag into the slot. Backhander to the chest of the goalie. And the whistle that went dead with 10:09 to go in the game. Scarlets up by 5. Is there a timeout somewhere? All right, so Minnesota River take the timeout. Schmidt with it. Throws it along the boards, far side. Number 8 gets to it out to the point. Deflected. Number 6 looking for an angle. Nothing there. Out to the point for 22. Allman there trying to get in front of it. 6 scrambles. Regains the puck. Allman pokes it away. Schmidt on it now. Down low. Shot. Schreiber. Pad save. And Backel sends it to neutral ice. 22 picks it up. Allman disrupts. Schmidt disrupts. And they're going to send Schmidt to the box. So we're going to have ourselves a little bit of a predicament here. 37 seconds. And Schmidt's going to go, which is going to make it a 5-on-3 for 37 seconds. Scooby-Doo would say, rut-roll, Raggy. See what our boys can do. We got Tosh, Dorzik, and Backel out there on the kill. From the dot, shot, fanned on it, number 13. Regains possession, 19 from the top. Down to 13 from the dot, shot, loose. Still loose. on the edge of the crease. Schreiber poking it away. Dorzik gets to it. Dorzik's going to tie it up. We got 12 seconds left on the 5-on-3. If Dorzik can hold it there until we get another man out, and Minnesota River gets it loose out to the top. Number 3, top of the circle. Shot. Schreiber down, but defensemen keep the puck out of the net. Blocked by Tosh. Bacco able to clear down all the way down to neutral ice. 19 picks it up. Have to wait. He's off. How could he touch it? And Bacco with a big hit on 3. Goes all the way down. Rewitzer flicks it all the way down and clears the zone. And now Minnesota River back with possession. Allman playing interference. Allman trying to get in front of it. 22 with speed. Gets through. Poked away by Keach, but 22 gets it into the zone. Schreiber holds it up. Plays it around the boards. And out of the zone, Schreiber with a good play. Number 6. Feeds it to 14. 14 into the zone. Rewitzer giving chase. Now Brelgy throws it around. Allman trying to get in front of it. Get the skate on it. And out to neutral ice. Number 6 picks it up. Allman chasing him down. Gets enough on it. Clears out of neutral ice. 6 gives Rewitzer another hit. Feeds it to Allman. Allman avoids a hit by 22 and goes for a line change. Good penalty kill by the Scarlets. Cox feeds it to Dorzik. Dorzik into the zone. He's got Tosh with him. Dorzik. To Tosh. Tosh back to Dorzik. Dorzik. He's got Cox in the high slot. Puck's in the crease. Nobody can find it. Now Schmidt down for Tosh. Tosh trying to get turned. And now Tosh down low. Circles up high. From the top. Tosh shot. Trying to find Bacco. Brooks leaves it for Dorzik and then backs up and picks it up. Feeds it back to Dorzik. Dorzik trying to find it. Can't. And up to the top. Tosh picks it up. Feeds it over to Schmidt. Grady looking for, stick save. Dorzik trying to find it. Comes out to neutral ice. Brooks picks it up. Feeds it to Grady. Grady throws it in on net. Thrown to the wall. Dorzik trying to get to it. And Grassman comes in. Grassman battles for it. Out to Schmidt. Top of the circle. Shot, glove, grab, and a hold. With 5:56 left. And it looks like Jaden Reddy, after a long stint in the box, is free. Adelstedt on the draw. He's got Grassman and Starkey with him. Starkey feeds it back to the point for Rewitzer. Rewitzer down low. Reddy on a deep pinch. Gets to it. Grassman backs up, as does Starkey. Rewitzer couldn't hold. Goes out to neutral ice. 19 trying to get it loose. And that goes into the bench, so that'll be whistled dead. Thanks for coming. Minnesota River with the puck. Neutral ice. Adelstedt with a poke. Now, Reddy with it. Reddy behind the net. Around. Feeds it up into neutral ice for Adelstedt. Adelstedt dishes it over. Minnesota River there. They throw it in. Schreiber holds it. Minnesota River picks it up. Out to the point. Can't hold. 34 has to come back to neutral ice. Feeds it over to 13. 13 touched up and into the zone. Let's go back for it. Reddy with it. Reddy leaves it for Rewitzer. Rewitzer takes it the other way. Along the boards, Starkey touches it up and goes for a line change. Minnesota River back to neutral ice. Good poke by Schmidt. Schmidt gives 6 a little nudge. And off the boards, trying to find enter. And goes deep into the Bulldog zone. Ullman got a stick on it, not enough. Minnesota River coming back the other way. Schmidt off the boards into neutral ice. Minnesota River back into the scarlet end. Bockel to Schmidt. Schmidt looking for an outlet. Finds Enter. Enter can't handle the pass. Coming the other way. That's a hand pass. Can't touch it. He did. So that whistles that dead with 4:15 left. So we'll go back in. We're going to go down into the scarlet end for a puck drop. Fuller will be there with the puck. Enter on the draw. And Keach puts it up onto the glass. Minnesota River keeps it into the zone. .22 up high with a backhander, and Shriver's just going to glove that and hold it. 4:02 left. I'm going to venture a guess. We should be somewhere around, I'm going to say 31-15. I'll adjust it at the end of the game when he announces it, so you guys can see it before I end the broadcast. But shots on goal, I should be close with where we're at right now, 31-15. Dorzik on the faceoff. Gets it to the boards. Dorzik picks it up on the boards. Gates it around. Trying to get around number 9. Does. Co-drags around 5. Into the zone. Leaves it for Cox. Cox back to Dorzik. Dorzik looking for a little redirect. And the goalie's there to grab it. Out for the Scarlets. Looks like it's going to be Dorzik, Cox, and Tosh, along with Reddy and Brelji. 3:45 to go. Scarlets up 5-0. Minnesota River throws it around the boards. Number 5 with it. And poked out into neutral ice. It's going to go all the way down. It should be an ice. No ice, apparently. Not sure why. And pass to Brody. Brody tried to feed it to Keaton. Keaton trying to feed it to Brelji. Puck still on the boards. Right at neutral ice. And Minnesota River comes out with it. Brelji throws it down. Should be no ice. Minnesota River trying to go the other way. Cox ties him up. Adelstead trying to get into it. Now Grassman trying to get into it. Grassman picks it up. Tried to feed it to Adelstead in the slot. And then Grassman taken down. They're going to whistle that one dead. Someone's going in the box. And it looks like it's going to be number 13 for Minnesota River. Let me reset my clock to 2:50. And then we're going to put number 13 in the box for the Bulldogs. And the Scarlets will go on a Scarlet power play. Akko gets it to the far boards. Tosh drops it down low. Back out to Tosh. Over to Schmidt out of the zone. Boys have to come back up and check up. Leaves it for Tosh. Tosh into the zone. I'm not sure how he thinks he was getting through, but he did. Baca with a shot. Deflection. It's there. Goalie finally gets on it, and they'll whistle that one dead. 2:26. Dorzik on the draw. Bockel over to Tosh. Tosh with a shot to the belly. And a cover. Now Dorzik on the draw. Out to the point. Tosh down low for Dorzik. Dorzik back out to the point for Tosh. Over to Schmidt, near side. Band on a shot. Down low. Puck right in the edge of the crease. No one can find it. Dorzik, fanned on it. It's going to circle it back. Give it to Tosh. Tosh. Dorzik. Does he make it through traffic? Tosh gets the rebound. Drops it down for Dorzik. Dorzik trying to get it turned. Minnesota River tied him up, but got it loose. Schmidt from the top of the circle. Oh, far side. Shot blocked. And they're going to whistle that one dead. I'm not sure what just happened. If the net came off? Net came off. In net for the Scarlets is Mason Schreiber. Mason Schreiber. Out for the Scarlets with 1:43 left. Looks like it's going to be Enter on the draw. He's got Allman and Keach on the wings. He's got Reddy and Schmidt on D. We got 50 seconds left on the power play. 1:36 left in the game. Scarlets up by 5. Schmidt with it. Schmidt gates it into the zone. Trying to get turned right on the edge of the crease. Keach there with the rebound. Can't find it. Allman now circles back. Allman's going to leave it down for Keach. Keach pokes it to Backel. Backel now with it. Nope, that's Ricky. Enter, feeds it over. Out to the point for Allman. Allman down low for Enter. Enter, top to Reddy. Reddy couldn't get a shot off. 19 picks it up. He's going to throw it out of, no, not out of the zone. Right to Grady Schmidt. Grady going to throw it up into the netting off a deflected shot with 57 seconds left. So out comes Madsen, Grassman, and Hattelstead along with Reddy and Rewitzer. Let's give a little goal cam and see what we can see. That's a trip. No call. 19 with a shot. Pad save. Schreiber. 35 seconds left. Big hit. Another big hit. That was an elbow. Madsen. Number 8 runs Madsen over. Puck goes all the way down. That is going to be whistled dead. I think Swafford was looking to see whether or not he was going to call a penalty on that one, but no penalty. We'll keep skating. 27 seconds left. And Jorzik wins the draw. Backel trying to find it. Comes out to the far side. Cox with it. Cox gets to the center line and throws it deep. Backel comes flying in on a forecheck. Can't get to it. Cox holds. Throws it down low. Tosh trying to get to it. Near side boards. 24 reverses. Goes the other way. Cox ties him up. Holds the zone. And that brings us to the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. The Scarlets with the win, 5-0 over the Minnesota River Bulldogs. And the Scarlets will skate again on Saturday, where they will host the Blake team. Here we go. All right, I was 3 shots off on the total. So we will skate at 1 o'clock on Saturday. Scarlets will be in the house. And then next week we'll be in Owatonna on Tuesday. And then we will be in Apple Valley, Burnsville on Thursday. And then we will conclude our regular season game on Saturday. In Roseville. So that's what we have left, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to let this thing wrap up, and then we'll see you guys again on Saturday. Thanks for tuning in. Till Saturday, stay fit, keep sharp, and make good decisions.